On this video at Doug's Home Arcade, showcasing my 1980 Stern Berzerk video game. This is one of my favorite video games. I've had this machine for a long time and constantly play this machine. But it's actually a game that I had never dumped a single quarter in when it came out. When this game came out, I saw it at an Arco gas station back in 1980. And I saw a friend of mine playing this game, and I said, there's no way I'm going to dump a single quarter in this thing. It's just going to eat up my quarter, and that's about it. And that just wasn't going to work for the budget that I had as a kid. So I decided not to play this one. But when it came out on the Atari 2600, I fell in love with this game, and it's just an awesome game. Robotron is probably my favorite all-time video game, and since this game is like Robotron, it just works perfectly for me because it's just a different spin on Robotron. And I like the fact that you can control the robots. They kind of follow you along, so you can use them to kind of shoot each other or to run each other, to destroy each other, which is a lot of fun than just shooting them. So it's pretty neat idea. Now, I did find a machine. I took it in on a trade. I found one in the mid-90s, but someone had cut off. This whole entire top section was gone, so there's no marquee or anything, and they just put a flat piece of wood on it. Basically, I was told they did that so they can set their drinks on the machine, since you can't do it the way this cabinet's designed. It's on a slope and whatnot. So they kind of ruined the game, but I took the machine anyways. I thought, well, I want to play the original because I've never played it. And I wasn't expecting to basically just fall in love with this machine. It's just an awesome game to play. One of the best talking video games, just classic on top of that. And just loads of fun. And I've never got bored of playing this game after playing it for the last 3 decades as it stands. So I decided to look for another cabinet and maybe do like a board swap, but at the time it never happened. I just couldn't find another machine. And a few years later I did come across this one, and when I bought it, it did not work, and I bought it at an auction, I believe it was, when I brought it home. Opened it up, and the boards were in it, but they were completely acid damaged from the NiCad and leaked all over the place. So I wish I'd kept that other machine with a chop top, and then that would have solved my problem, but that machine was long gone, so the timing was kind of bad. So this machine sat around for about a couple more years, I believe, 2 or 3 more years, until I found another Berzerk that worked all the way, but it just wasn't in the condition like this one was. So I did a board swap. Sold the other one with a broken board in it. I think I took a loss on that, but I got this one up and running, and it's been pretty solid ever since. Now, I did come across a guy in I can't remember exactly, maybe around 07ish, right around there, that was remaking these control panel replicas of the original control panel. So when you buy this, you get the whole entire metal panel with the artwork silk screen on it, just like the factory did. So this is not a decal or anything cheap like that. And this is a pretty nice addition to add on there. Not that there was really nothing wrong with my old one, but the paint was kind of cracky on it. So this has been nice to make this game look really good in perfect condition. And other than that, the only other thing I changed was, I think around 2011 or so, someone was making a new updated MPU board for this. And that board would also let you play Frenzy as well. So I slept on it. I decided I just didn't want to pay the money for it. And then when the boards were no longer available, I wanted it. So I had to scramble to find one. I did find one, and it's been a perfect addition for this machine. So basically you just hold on to these 2 buttons, let go, reboots it, and there you go. Turns it into Frenzy, and that way I can keep everything original and don't have to take up a second spot for a frenzy machine. Not that I ever wanted a frenzy, but that's pretty cool to play Berzerk and Frenzy all in the same machine. And I'll put up a video what the gameplay is Frenzy as well. I'll put that out a little later. Other than that, marquees, everything else is all original. Marquees in mint condition. Glass is very nice. The monitor's just perfect. I haven't done nothing to this monitor. It's all original. I haven't touched no capacitors or nothing on this thing. Just a solid monitor. So the only thing I've changed was just the control panel and the MPU board, but I still have the original board and my original control panel. Now, the one thing you're probably noticing, it doesn't have the original opto stick, the tall black one that's on there. And I read that I guess a lot of those were later removed because the opto ones were not that reliable. I don't know if this was one of those replacement sticks. I'm going to say probably not, because this one does not mount into the same holes as the original, but this has been a nice working joystick. I actually prefer playing this machine with this joystick than the original factory tall one. It's just easier to maneuver into controls, so I have really no desire of converting this to the original tall stick. It just isn't that enjoyable to play. So this game is definitely going to be permanent keeper in my collection. I have no plans of ever getting rid of this thing. Can't see the artwork on the sides, but the cabinet is just near perfect condition. It's a very nice machine. You don't see these too often working or in this kind of condition. Alright, I'm going to go and pause for a moment and we'll get a game started so you can see in action.
Target. Intruder, the humanoid must not escape. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape. Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape. Humanoid. Yes, intruder. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Shoot. The humanoid must not escape. Destroy him. Charge the intruder. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape. Charge the intruder. Get the humanoid. Intruder alert, intruder. The intruder must not escape. Shoot it. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
The humanoid must not escape. Yes, the humanoid. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape. Destroy the intruder. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The intruder must not escape. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Charge it. Attack the intruder must not escape. Humanoid, intruder. Humanoid, intruder. Humanoid, intruder. Destroy the humanoid. Destroy it. Intruder alert, intruder alert. The intruder must not escape. Attack. The humanoid must not escape. The humanoid. Shoot the intruder must not escape. Attack it. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Charge the intruder. fight like a robot.
Destroy the humanoid.
Destroy it.
Intruder alert, intruder alert. Shoot it.
The humanoid must not escape. Destroy the intruder.
Intruder alert, intruder alert.
The humanoid must not escape.
Humanoid.
Stop the intruder. Coins detected in pocket.